Danny from Danny's Sports Bar here in Pattaya, looking ahead at the week in the world of sports. It's a big week in a lot of things, but for a lot of people, it's the return of Premiership football. Return of all European football after the international break, Premiership, Bundesliga, Serie A. We'll talk here about the Premier League. And the game's it starts on Saturday, 7:30, Burnley against Chelsea. 10 o'clock, several games, including Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. 12:30, it will be Newcastle and Manchester City. And on Sunday, the big game of the weekend, the North London derby, Arsenal against Spurs at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal, of course, the team that's dominated the early season in the Premier League. People wondering if this is the year finally, after a lot of second place finishes, whether this is the year they get over the top. Obviously this week, playing their rivals, Tottenham Hotspur, they're going to be looking at both how they get along in the league, but also getting a win over their biggest rival. So that's the Premier League. Also this weekend, we have the return of Formula One, the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Sunday at 11 a.m. We'll open early for that. It's always a picturesque Grand Prix. It's a night race in Las Vegas, 8 p.m. local time. So the strip will all be lit up. There's a straightaway down the strip. It's the third year they've had it there. So hopefully the racing matches the scenery, but Las Vegas is always a good race to watch. Also this weekend, the start of the Ashes. We'll be talking about it for the next 2 months. There's 5 tests. But the start of it is this Friday. The first ball is at 9:30 a.m. We won't open for that, but we'll be open at noon. Play will go till about 5 p.m. every day. So we'll have 2 sessions after lunch and then after tea every day until the test is decided. They're playing in Perth this weekend, 1 hour time difference for us. The second test is a day-night test, so we'll have a lot of that shown here at Danny's. Actually, even more. Play starts at 11:30 our time each day for that test. Then we go on to the tests that start in the early morning. We'll really only be showing the final session of the day of those. But for now, we'll talk about the first test in Perth, and we'll have play from about noon to about 5 p.m. starting on Friday. Also this weekend, of course, we have rugby union. We've been dealing with the internationals, the autumn internationals, all for several weeks now. And actually, the International Rugby just made an announcement that next year they're going to redo it and start it off in what's our summer with a whole international series in the Southern Hemisphere, followed by the Northern Hemisphere, and then a playoff series to try to determine every year the best team in rugby. What we do know is 2 of the best teams are meeting this Saturday, 12:40 a.m. in Dublin. Ireland against the Springboks, Ireland against South Africa. Last week we had England against New Zealand, a very big matchup and a big win for England. This week it's Ireland and South Africa. We will have that. We also, of course, will have our college football on Saturday nights. Not great matchups this week. Next week, some better matchups in the early games. Then on Sunday, the NFL, no European games anymore, so we won't have the 9:30 game, but we have 7 games at 1 a.m., including Colts, Chiefs, and Bears, Steelers, several other games. So some good matchups as they get down now towards determining who's going to make the playoffs in the NFL. We'll have those games on Sunday. So come see us here at Danny's.